Hi folks, this is Terry Patten, and I'm making this video to let you know that I'm going to be attending the first Hispanoamérica Integral Conference in Bogota, Colombia in June, and I'm excited to be doing it, and I hope to be maybe meeting you there. The organizers of this conference, many of them are personal friends, and it is the first Latin American conference in Spanish. I'll be translated there. It's mostly for Spanish-speaking people. But it is not the first integral conference. And I've had the privilege of participating in most of the major meetings of the integral world in the United States and in Europe. And the best of these events have been luminous, wonderful, and amazing. And what has made them amazing is that they attract people who are awake to all the different dimensions of our experience. The nature of the integral worldview is that it includes and transcends pretty much every aspect of our existence. It accounts for all the different perspectives that human beings take, and it allows us to be as smart and discerning and critically, philosophically sophisticated, and yet also to be deep and emotionally vulnerable. It's a place where both our hearts and our minds, our tears and our penetrating intellect, our playfulness, our ability to take the perspectives of others to join in a more complex way, but not being all complicated. Complex in the sense that it just takes all the nuances of this human life into account. So that is what appears among integral practitioners. Many of us are deep spiritual practitioners, but some people come to integral really primarily through an intellectual route. But in any case, it's a place where people who are bright and who are on the edge of what is now evolving in consciousness and in culture can come together and cultivate what is on the edge of their own personal evolution. And this creates a place where the deepest excellence in each of us gets a chance to be evoked and to be met in wholehearted human terms that are just as warm and loving. You know, it's a place for hugs and tears as much as it is a place for deep intellectual argumentation. And yet, I think that it will have some special qualities. It's been my experience. I've had a chance to teach quite a few times in Latin America, mainly in Mexico, and I've discovered that there are some peculiarly rich and I think especially mature and beautiful qualities that come about when the soul of Hispanic Latin American culture comes together with the kinds of clarities that are awake in the integral movement at this time. So I suspect that in some ways, those of you who will be joining me in Bogota will be in a time and place when something very special may have a chance to come forward, in which the wholehearted awakening qualities of the next possible human being who is just evolving will have a chance to meet itself face to face in some really special ways. And of course, it is also happening at a time when all of us who are awake to the edge of what's emerging are aware of just how at risk the whole human experiment really is. And so this advance into a different level of brother sisterhood and fellowship is more important now than it ever has been. And therefore, I am really genuinely excited and just happy. My friends who are organizing this asked me to make this video as an invitation. And it comes from my heart in a sincere way that I think this will be a very special occasion, and I hope to meet you there and for us to do something together there that opens up a new sense of possibility for us all. Thanks very much.